He's been caught again and again in stolen vehicles, running from police and eventually admitting he has a drug problem. So what will it take to stop this cycle of crime? KRQE News 13 investigative reporter Gabrielle Burkhardt shows you the case of one of APD's top 25 auto theft offenders and the behind-the-scenes approach to this age-old problem.
There's a reason this is a common sight in Albuquerque, a sign to potential thieves to not even try. Because cases like this, crimes of opportunity, are still too common.
Has the theft of cars evolved over time?
So absolutely. The theft of cars has evolved due to technology change.
What's also evolved, according to Albuquerque Police Commander Aaron Jones, who heads up the auto theft unit, is law enforcement's effort to stop car theft.
6 years ago, we saw the height of auto theft in Albuquerque, a city that topped the nationwide list of hotspots. Since then, APD says it's ramped up its bait car program and increased manpower by partnering with state police.
Within APD,
all personnel, there's probably 12 plus the sergeant.
APD stats from January to July show auto theft is down 14% from last year. But there's one man detectives have run into again.
How's your week going?
And again.
Isn't it Brian Denny?
Brian Denny is considered one of APD's top 25 auto theft offenders. His record includes multiple charges of receiving or transferring a stolen motor vehicle. Reports show he's often found driving in or passed out inside stolen cars, so much so that detectives know him well.
There's damage to ignition and to the door lock, and the subject's still down and out in the front.
This is video from last September. An officer finds Denny passed out inside a stolen Hyundai. The officer's loud knocks
I need your exit through the driver's side door.
And commands over the intercom aren't enough to wake him. When all else fails, police break the window to get Denny out.
Your fight or flee force is going to be used against you.
You're under arrest for being in a stolen vehicle.
Police say he admitted to using meth.
How much did you take, bud?
What we see with Mr. Denny is that there is a large number of auto theft related crimes, and then eventually it goes to a place where he's armed, running from the police, and with narcotics, so he's probably not in the right state of mind, and the risk level to everybody involved, the risk level goes way high.
Denny's had at least 5 encounters with police just this year. A report from March says he lied about his identity when the driver he was with got pulled over. In June, an auto theft detective noticed Denny driving a stolen Kia. Police followed him to a southeast Albuquerque apartment complex where detectives say Denny immediately ran from officers and hid inside an apartment. Police eventually left because he refused to come out. In July, Denny was spotted by detectives who knew he had an active warrant. That time he was arrested, reportedly with a gun and fentanyl pills.
APD announced Denny's arrest as part of a warrant roundup, but by the time the press release was sent out, Denny was back on the streets.
Is that frustrating to hear?
100%, yes. Because who's the victim in this, and who continues to be the victim in this? And that's the citizens of Albuquerque that I swore under oath to protect. And so when that person goes back out, that is a frustrating situation.
Another warrant was issued when Denny failed to report to pretrial services. Then in August, an auto theft detective spotted Denny driving a stolen Hyundai and followed him to San Pedro and Gibson, where police say they lost him in traffic that day. 2 weeks later, detectives spot a stolen Kia on the road and recognize the driver as known auto theft offender Brian Denny. Police and air support watch him get out of the stolen car and go into an apartment.
I got hands.
The SWAT team arrests him.
You have a better one. I hope I don't see you again. Nice talking to you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Another arrest related to car theft, but Denny and his arresting officer acknowledge a driving force.
We'll get this over with. Maybe going inside is better for you for a little bit. Get you off the.
Where is the best place for someone like Brian Denny?
I think that there's probably a large number of people that would say that that person needs to spend time in jail for the crimes that they've committed. But while he's in jail, he needs to receive treatment for the underlying issue, which is his drug addiction.
State of New Mexico versus Brian Denny.
Last month, Judge Britt Baca-Miller agreed to keep Denny in jail for now, acknowledging being caught with a gun is more serious than his prior charges that the courts considered nonviolent.
I think that in this circumstance, I think that that's escalated to such an extent that that would endanger the community if I were to release him right now.
What happens next, though, isn't just up to the system.
My hope for Brian Denny is that he comes to a place where he realizes that this is not the life that he wants to live, and that the path that he's on is a dangerous path.
Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE Investigates.
Attorneys general across 17 states, including New Mexico, have asked for a recall of Kias and Hyundai models after a social media trend spurred even more thefts of those vehicles. Both are models Brian Denny has been caught in.